Welcome back, beautiful people, to the Realign with Your Divine experience. I'm going to start saying that from now on. If you're one of my gorgeous clients, then you'll know that my one-on-one coaching experience is called the Realign with Your Divine one-on-one experience. And so I was like, why am I not using that more, So I'm going to start my videos off like that. But hello, if you don't know me, my name's Raman. And today I actually wanted to sit down and really talk about what it means to realign with your divine. And I really wanted to talk about the work that I do and why I'm in this field and what it means to really kind of commit to yourself and to commit to living your best life. So let's talk about realign with your divine. So what does it mean to realign, first of all? I love the word realign because it means that we're coming back to our alignment. And I feel like that's kind of what life is about. Life will throw a bunch of stuff at us, and we're constantly kind of recalibrating, fine-tuning, and realigning with who we really are and coming back to our center. And so realigning with your divine, right? That word divine. What does it mean to be divine, right? Our divinity, that divine part of us, is the part of us that knows of our gifts, our unique abilities on this earth, our mission, what we're here to kind of do. And it's that deep worthiness to live the life that you want. Because we all have this sort of ideal vision of how we want our life to look like and how we want our life to feel like, most importantly. And it's knowing that you are deeply worthy of having that. And so what is my job? My job is to look at all the places that you are aligned with your divine and all the places where maybe you're not aligned with your divine. And, all of these places that where we're not aligned, I like to kind of see it as, I keep on seeing this like bundle of yarn. And what my job is to take the end piece of that yarn and start pulling it and start unraveling it. And this is how I support my clients is, looking at all the things that come up through our days, our weeks, and really starting to unravel, like, why does that thing make me feel this way? And how can I use this to fuel myself and what I'm here on earth to do? For example, I just had a coaching call with one of my beautiful, amazing clients. And she was like, man, I'm being really affected by everything that's going on in Palestine. And so, of course, you would be affected about what's going on in Palestine. Because not only are you a human being who is affected by what's going on with other human beings, but this, client specifically has a mission of being on this earth and helping humanity evolve. So of course you would feel that way, right? So one of my kind of ways of supporting her in that way was being like, hey, this is perfect. This is exactly how you were meant to feel. And as soon as you see a gap in the world that you're really passionate about, that's where you're supposed to go. Like oftentimes our mission in this lifetime is to fill the gap of, what's missing. So for example, with me, before I got into this work, I was so anxious and I was so depressed, and all I wanted, man, was to feel inner peace. And all I wanted was to feel my own joy more. And all I wanted was to wake up and feel like getting out of bed. And the reason why I got into this work is because someone showed me that that was possible. And someone who stepped into their power to show me that she could sit there and support me for an hour and bam, my life could change. What? Someone showed me that I was worthy of living a beautiful life. And that's why I do the work that I do, because now I'm like, oh my God, you can feel good. Oh my gosh, you can, live the life that you want. You're allowed to have what you want. And, it's really about unraveling all these parts of ourselves that don't feel good, because we have all been conditioned by society. We have all been conditioned by the people around us. And so what we're doing is we're simply discerning what's true for me, what's not true for me, and what do I want to continue to carry forward in my life. And it's really following like our heart pulls. And when I talk about following our desire, I'm talking like deep desire. You know, those things that you feel so pulled towards. You know, there are temporary pleasures. You guys all know what I mean by that, right? Like, you know what that means when I say temporary pleasure. Eating a cookie. It's not going to change your life. It'll change your moment. It can be a good time. When I say deep desire, I'm talking about feeling the pull towards connection. Feeling the pull towards like, I really want to be in a relationship. Or feeling the pull towards, oh man, I want to make a difference in this world. Feeling the pull of wanting a relationship with a sibling that you have not been able to maintain. Feeling the pull of wanting to get out of bed, dress yourself up in clothes that feel good, go out into the world, dance around the park, and have a good time. Like the deep desires of, you know, just wanting to live a beautiful and fulfilling human experience while we have it, because it's limited, but we're not limited. Okay, so desires are amazing. And, you know, there's a lot of different philosophies that say desires are bad, desires are wrong, you need to eliminate yourself of desires. I don't believe that. Attachment is what causes suffering, in my opinion, but we're not going to talk about that right now. We're here to talk about how those deep pulls of desire are actually amazing. They're pulling us in the direction that we were meant to go. It's very simple. And when we are able to really get in touch with those deep desires, that is our intuition, right? If we're feeling a pull to go do something, that's our intuition. So if you eliminate all of your desires, you're eliminating your intuition, you're eliminating your joys. And it's really feeling into those deep desires, right? Now, if you actually go in and look at the etymology of desire, which is the word origin, you'll find that desire actually comes from meaning descending or coming down from the stars. Like it's coming down from heavenly bodies, from constellations. Our desires are not this like whatever thing. It is like, it's divine. And our desires can lead us into beautiful, magical places. Now, why do I get so riled up about this? Because desires are good. And again, it's really discerning what is a deep desire? Like, what is that desire that's deep within me versus what is this temporary pleasurable experience? Because those two things are different, right? Pleasure and joy, very different things, very different feelings. And so, you know, our deep desires show us where life wants to take us. And this work is all about allowing ourselves to follow our intuition, allowing ourselves to follow these things that feel really good so we can continue to move forward in a really fulfilling way. And when we can really take care of ourselves and like really serve ourselves and be of the highest service for ourselves, then oh my gosh, you can serve a nation, you can serve the globe. But it starts with you, right? It starts with you. And if we come into life every single morning in a place of fear, then you're serving fear. And if you come into your day in a place of joy, then you're serving joy. Where is your energy? That's what you're serving. So this work is really about fine-tuning our own energy so that we can serve what we were meant to serve. And we want to be serving on a gold platter. We want to serve the juice. We want to serve the good stuff, right? So we are individualized expressions of abundance. If you say that you're lacking in some way, you're forgetting that you being alive is an expression of abundance. You simply having this body and all of the cells in your body that are literally keeping you alive is an expression of abundance. And we're like pine cones, right? So pine cones on a pine tree. We are the pine cones. The tree is source. The tree is all that is. The tree is the source of life, right? It's the source of us being a pine cone. And all of the beautiful seeds that that tree has are in us, right? So depending on how you want to see it, you can see it very physically in the sense of we are a culmination of the strength, the perseverance, the resilience, the amazingness of all of our ancestors. You can see it physically in that way. You can also see it non-physically. We are all of the strength of this entire universe that holds everything together. We are the strength of, can we just sit down and talk about how you plant a seed and it creates a tree, and the tree creates apples that have a bunch of seeds in them that create more trees and more apples. Like, abundance is the truth. Scarcity literally is an illusion. I said it, right? So because you exist, you are abundant. And it's really tapping into this abundance and knowing that if you are here to do amazing things, okay? And amazing things is a very subjective thing. What you're here to do, I'm not here to do. I can tell you that. I'm here to do what I'm here to do. And, it's why our fingerprints are different, right? It's why we all have such a different experience. I mean, you grew up in that house, in that neighborhood, with that name, with that family, with what you had, because it's your experience. No one else had the experience that you had. The story that you have lived is unique to you, just like your fingerprint. And so knowing that you are an individualized expression of all that is, and you are here to do amazing things. Oh man, okay. And oh man, okay, so I'm like sweating, I'm so excited. Which happens to me all day, every day when I'm on the phone with my clients. They don't know, but I'm sweating, I'm excited. And it's also noticing that the universe is constantly expanding. If we are a part of this universe, which we are constantly expanding. We're receiving divinely guided ideas, messages, signals, inspirations, and pulls because the universe is expanding. We are the universe, and the universe wants to expand through us. It's as simple as that. And that's what it means to really, move forward radically and from an inspired place, right? It really is all about love at the end of the day. And, these amazing loving ideas that come through us to be realized, to be actualized, to come into existence. And the most amazing thing about life is that these ideas come in and we have to take action on them. And it's really fun to be able to bring ideas into real life. If you think about it, it's kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing that I could think, I want a sandwich for lunch, and then I could go make a sandwich for lunch. It's amazing how it all starts up here, how it all starts as a thought. And really, it all starts in here. It's almost like the ideas come into our heart first, and then they come into our mind. And there's this beautiful quote by David Lyon, and it's that our mind is simply an empty space for our heart's visions. Our mind is simply an empty space for our heart's visions. The most amazing thing that you can do in this lifetime is keep your mind empty so that your heart's visions can shine and find your mind so that you can bring it into real life. Anyway, What do I want to say today? You're allowed to have whatever the heck you want, period. You are worthy to live the life that you want, period. And I'm just here to support you in that. So that's a little bit of what I do. I basically support my clients in living the life that they truly want, because we are all meant for greatness. What is greatness? Greatness is the feeling of being in service. Greatness is the feeling of showing up, feeling like we have done our part, because we are a part of this universe. Greatness is being able to love, accept, be compassionate. Greatness is the ability for us to say no and to say yes and to discern what feels good. And greatness is you. Like, greatness is you in all of your glory. It's you and all of your stories. It's you and everything that you've experienced up until this moment. And I know if you're watching this, you've gone through some shit. Like, you have gone through some things. And the fact that you continue to show up every day, that's greatness. So thank you so much if you've gone through this video. I'm realizing how long it is, but I'm okay with that. Thank you so much for seeing me, and I'm so honored to be able to like really show up and be online and feel heard and feel seen and feel like I can connect to people who really resonate with this message. And I think it's such a beautiful time in history where we do have this freedom of speech and we're allowed to say what we want to say. And I'm just thrilled to be able to do what I do. And to all my clients watching, I love you guys so much. And I'm so just privileged to be in a place where I am. Yeah. So I want to say thank you so much for watching. And I guess I should like plug some things. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I take a limited amount of one-on-one clients per month. And I do have a couple more spots available for this month. And basically, if you go to the link in my bio, there's an application form that you can fill out to apply for coaching. And then if you qualify, you end up getting a discovery call with me. And it's no obligation, right? So you get the discovery call and you decide whether or not you want to continue. And let me see here. What else do I have going on? Yeah, just check out the link in my bio if you want to know more about what I get up to in terms of workshops. You can sign up to be a part of my email update list. That's also in the link in my bio. I'm like trying to remember all the things. I don't make that many videos. So yeah, thank you again for showing up. I am so grateful to be here. So thank you so much. I'll see you around.